Peter Unthrink. He tended a bar downtown, but he had some bad debt. The debt corp took his cash, but when that wasn't enough, they took his daughter too. He had a record, so CorpSec wasn't gonna help him. With nowhere left to turn, he sought the help of Midtown's best, cheapest PI.
So the debt corpse can abduct children now?
The dame didn't realize who she was dealing with. The dead corpse had hearts blacker than my morning cup of joe.
Huxley, were you always like this? Did something happen to you?
The dame thought I had a screw loose. I guess her instincts were good. Truth was, there was a time when I sounded just like every other humdrum android out there. Now, I'd played a role so well I was stuck in it. My programming was messier than my accounting. Here's the kicker. I was a better investigator now than I'd ever been.
Your office is all boarded up. Did you get fired?
The dog was half right. I was fired, but that place was where I slept, so I guess I was homeless too. Eviction was the illness, but what was the cause?
Probably not paying your rent.
There's a note on your door. Shouldn't you read it?
Who knew how hot this place was? I was sure I'd been tailed. If I stepped up to that doorway, I might get a knife in the back or a bullet in the head.
I think you're being overdramatic. I'll check out the note.
What if it is not safe?
I'll take my chances. I want to see what this note says.
Here's what I can offer.
Thanks.
I look forward to seeing you again.
Okay, I can see the note. It says, go to the Blue Chewy Jazz Bar and ask for the smoking man.
We're not taking him there too, are we?
I couldn't ask the dame for much more. She'd already stuck her neck out for me.
We can drop him off at the bar. It's close by.
Remarkable retina implants stream real-time information directly from your implants to your brainstem. Your eyes get better.
Soon we'd be at the Blue Chewy Jazz Bar. It was a dive, but it was the kind of place you'd go for answers. Who had left me that note? Who was the smoking man? And where would I...
We have an incoming call.
Control?
No, it is for Huxley.
I knew who was calling. This would be bad.
Put it through, I guess.
What in Cora's name you think you're doing, you pile of junk? Where have you been?
The client was mad, and with good reason. He'd paid good money, but I'd been stuck down in the hollows following a lead. The lead went cold, and I was trapped down there with no comm signal and no cash.
You wasted my money and my time. If you don't find my daughter, I'm infecting you with a logic virus. I have hacker friends.
Hey, what the hell?
I don't know who you are, but you better leave this idiot to do his job.
I was gonna save that girl, but not because of the threats. Truth was, I was the only one searching for her.
24 hours, then your time's up. I want my daughter back, but if she's gone, she's gone. I'll live with that. But what I won't stand for is some android stealing my money. Get to work.
He hung up.
We're close to the bar.
I hoped the dame would come with me. Was that too much to ask?
Yes.
I'll come to the entrance, but after that, we need to get back to work. And if Control calls with another job at any point, you're on your own, Huxley.
The offer was as fair as the spin of a roulette wheel. I rolled the dice and took a gamble.
You don't use dice in roulette.
I know, Camus, just let it go.
Here's what
Thanks.
I look forward to seeing.
That's all right.
Welcome to...
I don't know. Thanks for this.
Have a spectac...
Ava, simple, clear. At your service.
I found another game, I think. It's different, though.
Let's talk. Give it here.
This one is a circuit board, so no magnets, right?
Fumbo's Quest. It's a game cartridge. That means it loads much faster than...
So you would need to wait for the game to start? How long?
For the cartridge here, yeah. For the tape,
Minutes!
people had longer attention spans back then.
You would need a different computer to play this one?
Yes, a game console, and a rare one at that. C64.
What was this game about?
It was a side-scrolling platformer.
What?
You would move either left or right, jumping your sprite up and down as... The games were very abstract back then. You had to...
What was the central metaphor of Fumbo's Quest?
You had to collect assembly-level instructions to program a computer. By uploading a consciousness to a machine, you saved...
That's a bit far-fetched.
You have to remember, these games were all symbolic. The heroes...
So is this worth more than the game about punch?
A little more, yeah. Good find. You want to play?
I'm good. I'll just take the limbs. I have another one. This time, I'm sure it's a game. It's on magnetic tape again, but just one big
A floppy? Oh yes, I know this one. Much quicker to load than the tapes. This is Darkmare.
What's it about?
It's a kind of RPG.
Rocket-propelled grenade? So it's a military game.
No, it's a real playing game. You play it through the real life of a... In this case though, it's the real life of a dungeon exploring adventurer.
I assume you mainly hit things?
Yes and no. These games often have statistics for your strength and dexterity and...
Why did people stop playing them?
Some people never did. I'm in some illicit meetups where we play board and card games and...
Why are they illicit?
Co-ops own the rights to these games, even the really old ones. In our club, we had to pool our finances for a year for a chest. That's the only official one we could afford. That's why I had the games behind.
Is that why these old games hold such value then? Because they're...
That's not the only reason. These games define our past. They were our escapism and our succor for 1,000 years. 100,000. We resolved conflict, explored ideas, went on adventures, and created whole new worlds with these games. We can't let the medium slip away from the people who need it most.
Pretty idealistic for a street peddler.
I just really like games. They're important.
All right, you convinced me. Maybe I will come and try Darkmare.
I'll start loading it up.
After I finish my shift.